Numbers chapter 35. And the Lord spoke to Moses upon the descent of Moab by the Jordan, across from Jericho, saying, Give orders to the sons of Israel, and they shall give to the Levites from the lots of their possession cities to dwell in. And the outskirts of the cities round about them you shall give to the Levites. And the cities shall be to dwell in. And their separation offerings of lands will be for their cattle, and all their four-footed animals. And the lands falling in with the cities, which you shall give to the Levites, shall be from the wall of the city and outside, 1,000 cubits round about. And you shall measure outside the city the side towards the east, 2,000 cubits, and the side towards the south, 2,000 cubits, and the side towards the west, 2,000 cubits, and the side towards the north, 2,000 cubits. And the city between this will be to you, and the adjoining areas of the cities. And the cities which you shall give to the Levites are the 6 cities of the places of refuge, which you shall give for the one man-slaying to flee there. And in addition to these, 42 cities. All the cities which you shall give to the Levites are 48 cities, these and their outskirts. And the cities which you shall give from the possession of the sons of Israel, from the ones having many will be many, and from the ones having less will be less, each according to his inheritance, which they shall allot, shall give from the cities to the Levites. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and you shall say to them, You are passing over the Jordan into the land of Canaan, and you shall draw apart to you cities for them. It will be places of refuge to you, for the manslayer to flee there, anyone striking a soul unintentionally. And they will be cities for you as places of refuge from the one acting as next of kin for blood, that in no way should the one manslaying die until whenever he should stand before the congregation for judgment. And the cities which you shall appoint, the 6 cities will be places of refuge to you. 3 cities you shall appoint on the other side of the Jordan, and 3 cities you shall appoint in the land of Canaan. A place of refuge it will be to the sons of Israel, and to the foreigner, and to the sojourner among you. These cities will be for a place of refuge to flee there, to all striking a soul unintentionally. And if by an item of iron one should strike him, and he should come to an end, he is a murderer. Unto death let the murderer be put to death. And if by a stone from out of the hand in which one should die by it, then the one who should strike him, even he should die, he is a murderer. Unto death let the murderer be put to death. And if by an item of wood from out of his hand, of which one should die, as he should strike him, and one should die, he is a murderer. Unto death the murderer shall die. The one acting as next of kin for blood, this one shall kill the one manslaying. Whenever he meets him, this one shall kill him. And if through hatred he should thrust him through, or should cast upon him any item by ambush, and he should die, or through vehement anger he strikes him by the hand, and he should die, to death let the one striking be put to death. He is a murderer. The one acting as next of kin for the blood shall kill the one manslaying in the meeting up with him. But if suddenly he should thrust him through, not by hatred, or cast upon him any item not from ambush, or any stone in which he shall die by it, not knowing, and he should fall upon him, and he should die, but he was not his enemy, nor seeking to do evil against him, then the congregation shall judge between the one striking and between the one acting as next of kin for blood, according to these cases. And the congregation shall rescue the one manslaying from the one acting as next of kin for blood. And the congregation shall restore him into the city of his place of refuge, of which he took refuge. And he shall dwell there until whenever the great priest should die, whom they anointed him with the holy oil. But if by an exit the one manslaying should come forth from the borders of the city in which he took refuge there, and the one acting as next of kin for blood should find him outside the borders of the city of his refuge, and the one acting as next of kin for blood should slaughter the one manslaying, he is not liable. For in the city of his refuge let him dwell until the great priest should die, and after the dying of the great priest, the one manslaying will be able to return unto the land of his possession. And these things will be to you for an ordinance of judgment unto your generations in all your dwellings. Every one striking a soul with witnesses, you shall slaughter the one manslaying. And one witness shall not witness for a soul to die. And you shall not take ransoms for a soul from the one murdering. The one being liable is to be done away with. For unto death he shall be put to death. And you shall not take ransoms for the one fleeing into a city of the places of refuge, to again dwell in the land, until whenever the great priest should die. And in no way should you pollute with murder the land upon which you dwell upon it. For this blood pollutes the land by murder, and the land shall not be atoned from the blood having been poured out upon it, but it shall be upon the blood of the one pouring it out. And you shall not defile the land upon which you dwell upon it, of which I should encamp among you, for I am the Lord, encamping in the midst of the sons of Israel.